दादा श्याम साधु वासवानी सेंटर वॉशिंगटन डीसी जे पारां तव्हां सभिनि जो हार्दिक स्वागत थी कयां। जयंती मंगला काली भद्रकाली कृपालिनी दुर्गा क्षमा शिवधात्री स्वाहा स्वाधा नमोस्तुते। जीअं त तव्हां सभिनि खे ख़बर ई आहे, नवरात्रि जो महोत्सव हले वेठो। मां असांजे जीवन में किथे कान्हे। महिषासुर मर्दिनी मां दुर्गा पंहिंजी शक्ति थी ॾिए असांखे कि जीअं असीं हर तकलीफ़ खे, हर बुराईअ खे मुंहुं ॾेई सघूं। शी ऑल्सो हेल्प्स अस फाइट आवर इनर डीमन्स। कॾहिं कॾहिं जेको अंदर जो युद्ध आहे, हुन लाइ असांखे वधीक ताक़त खपे। मां महालक्ष्मी, मां अन्नपूर्णा पंहिंजी असीम कृपा सां असांजो जीवन केॾो सवलो थी करे। Not only does she bless us that we may keep our own loved ones and our families happy and content, but also all of those that are around us who are in need of help. Ma Saraswati, जेका सद्बुद्धि जी दात्री आहे। केतिरी कलाऊं, केतिरा अनेक रूप आहिनि मां जा असांजे जीवन में। हीअ मां असांखे सुमत थी ॾिए, सद्बुद्धि थी ॾिए। She gives us intelligence, wisdom, and serenity, and with the beautiful forms of art, makes our life so wonderful. But the most beautiful form, I personally think, is that of our own mothers, Asanji Janani. From the moment of conception till her last breath, she takes care of us, nurtures us, and lives for us. To all these beautiful forms of the Divine Mother, I bow down. And what better way to begin this program and to welcome Ma into our satsang than the beautiful melodious voice of our sister Seema Ramchandani, who will be joining us soon. Dada Shah.
श्रीमद् भगवत गीता अध्याय 12 श्लोक 13। श्रीमद् भगवत गीता अध्याय 12 श्लोक 13। वैर भाव खां जो रहे थो परे, ऐं सभिनी जो मित्र। अभिमान ममता बिना खिम्यावान, दयालु रहे जो सदा संतोषी। ऐं सुख में ऐं दुख में आहे जो समान, यतन में रतन जो रहे थो पके निश्चय वारो। मन बुद्धि मुँह में जो अर्पण करे, सोई भक्त में जो प्यारो, सोई भक्त में जो प्यारो। जिजे की न कहीं खान कहीं खेत जारे, ऐं चिंता खुशी का न्यारो। हसद नाहि जंहिंखे न की क्रोध को, सोई भक्त मुंहिंजो प्यारो, सोई भक्त मुंहिंजो प्यारो। इच्छा रहित जो पवित्र चतुर जो, ऐं चिंता बिना जो करे थो सुधारो। फल जी इच्छा सब पिछी जो करे, सोई भक्त मुंहिंजो प्यारो, सोई भक्त मुंहिंजो प्यारो। बिना हर्ष ऐं द्वेष त्यागे थो जो भलो ऐं बुरो। चिंता रहित जो न उमेदूं अॾे, सोई भक्त मुंहिंजो प्यारो, सोई भक्त मुंहिंजो प्यारो। शत्रु मित्र ऐं मान अपमान, थधि गर्मी ऐं सुख दुख सभिनी में समाभाव रखे थो। रहे राज़ी सब ते, निंदा स्तुतिअ में साॻीअ रीत हले थो। धन ज़र मिल्कत बिना शांति को अस्थिर चित्त मारो, सब्र में रहे जो सोई भक्त में जो प्यारो, सब्र में रहे जो सोई भक्त में जो प्यारो। अमृत रूपी ज्ञान अमल में जो आने सची अश्रद्धा वारो, वछे शरण में जी सोई भक्त में जो प्यारो, सोई भक्त में जो प्यारो। अमृत रूपी ज्ञान अमल में जो आने सची अश्रद्धा वारो, वछे शरण में जी सोई भक्त में जो प्यारो, सोई भक्त में जो प्यारो। ओम तत्सत। ये श्रीमद् भगवत गीता उपनिषद ब्रह्म विद्या योग शास्त्र जो श्री कृष्ण संवाद जो भक्ति योग वारो 12 अध्याय पूरो थयो।
नोड़ी सुमर सुमर सुख पाए, नोड़ी सुमर सुमर सुख पाए। अॼु जो वचन सुफ़ो 649 649। बानी निमाणी। अथम प्यास प्यारा हिक संग तुंहिंजे रहा, ऐं हाज़िरा हुज़ूर कमल चरणन तुंहिंजे रहा। तुंहिंजो पाणी पिया, तुंहिंजो पाणी भरिया, नूरी हिन संसार में, कुर्ब में तुंहिंजे कोठे बुहारी मां पाया। श्रद्धा फूल तुंहिंजे कमल कदमन ते चाढ़िया, दिन रात दिल जे दड़ियुन हिक तोखे निहारिया। दिन रात दिल जे दड़पन हिक तोखे निहारिया, नूरी हिन संसार में। आहियां व्याकुल उञायल वेगानी, बीरान जग में तो बिन रहा थी बेगानी। न दलता मुँह कढ जाए बानी निमाणी, नूरी हिन संसार में तू ही आई। न डरता मुँह कढ जाए बानी निमाणी, नूरी हिन संसार में। दादा श्याम। Dada Sham.
Dada Shyam, Uncle. So what better way to bring Ma to our satsang this afternoon, or this morning, should I say, than with the melodious, masti-full voice of Seema Ramchandani. Aren't we all familiar with that beauty of the voice and the masti? So Seema, a very warm-hearted welcome to you. And I'm sure, like me, everyone else is anxiously waiting to sing along and swing along with you. Please join us. Dada Sham.
Dada Sham.
I'm so happy that you are with us during this satsang, this morning, this afternoon. I'm kind of lost because I just am focused on you and your melodious voice and the masti that you're going to bring along, Seema. Let's get going. I'm ready to swing and sing. Anyone else, I'm sure, is free to join in, right?
Super. I would first like to start with a word of thanks to the Chennai Center, to everyone who has given me a lovely space. It's a far cry from my living room and my laptop. So a big thank you to Meghana, she's a bridge builder from Chennai Center, to Mr. Jay Kumar, who has organized these lovely musicians whom you will see in the next frame when we start singing, and to the Sangat who's here to give me saath as always. So let's celebrate Navratri, but
Let's do it
with a song of thanks in the words of Dada.
Yes, perfect.
Shukriya, Shukriya, Shukriya,
Thank you, Lord, for gratitude to be, oh Lord. Thank you, Lord, for gratitude to be, oh Lord. In health and in sickness, Lord, we oh Lord. In health and in sickness, Lord. In baby day, on and oh Lord. In mountain and in loss, oh Lord. In mountain and in loss, oh Lord. I see that hand, Almighty Lord. I see that hand, Almighty Lord. In profit and in loss, oh Lord. In profit and in loss, oh Lord. I see that hand, Almighty Lord. I see that hand, Almighty Lord. Thank you, Dada. All gratitude to thee, Dada. 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 Sihat Hujina, Tuji Bimari, Neha Hujina, Raat Kari. Sihat Hujina, Tuji Bimari, Neha Hujina, Raat Kari. Sihat Hujina, Tuji Bimari, Neha Hujina, Raat Kari. Nafo Hujina, Hujina Sa. शुक्र आदि शुक्र तुझे Oh, thank you, Lord. All gratitude to thee, oh Lord. Thank you. All gratitude to thee, oh Lord. Come on, thank you, Lord. All gratitude to thee, oh Lord. Thank you, Dada. All gratitude to thee, Dada. All gratitude to thee, Dada. All gratitude to thee, Dada.
Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
I literally had to call my mother today and I said, Mama, what Durga bhajans do I sing? So everything I'm singing today is thanks to her. Thanks, Mom. You're the best manager.
Namo Sharada, Namo Sharada, Namo Sharada, Mata. 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 Namo Vidya Jnana Pradhanini
Absolutely beautiful. Absolutely.
This is a meditative one, so if you'd like to close your eyes, but don't forget to sing along. If you'd like to. You don't mind? Sing, and also if you want to close your eyes, you can close your eyes. But sing. Kali Durge Namo Namah. 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 Devi Shankari Namo Namah. Kali Durge Namo Namah. Devi Shankari Namo Namah. Kali Durge 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 Namo Namah. Uma Parvati Namo Namah. Kali Durge Namo Namah. Uma Parvati Namo Namah. Sundari Saraswati Namo Namah. Kali Durge Namo Namah. Sundari Saraswati Namo Namah. Kali Durge Namo Namah. Kali Durge Namo Namah. Kali Durge Namo Namah. Shakti Kundalini Namo Namah.
Mata Bhavani. That was so beautiful, Seema. I actually didn't really feel like opening my eyes, but I know I have to be present here also. Everything you sing, any song, any bhajan, it's just so incredible. Thank you. So,
Especially from Seema's mouth. Seema's voice. Seema, thank you. Thank you. Okay.
Seema, I saw all the flutes on the stage and I thought you have dandiya ready. And I'm like, this is so unfortunate that I'm not there with you. And I was like, how is she going to do this without me?
That's my wonderful flautist Santanam, who I only met about an hour ago. So
He's amazing, truly amazing.
Chennai Center works magic.
Oh, they definitely do. We've all experienced it time and time again.
No, but Simaji, I am really thankful to Chennai Center. When I called Jayakumar, he says, yes, this is Dada's satsang. This is Dada's place. She can come anytime. I'll give her musician also. So nice. We
Thanks to
really-
Jayakumar and my father-in-law, my fake father-in-law, everything is working well.
Very good. Yeah.
Seema, I still remember the very first time I heard you, which was at Dada's 90th birthday. And you were singing that one particular song, Tere Liye Dil Ke Andar Mandir Banaya. And I remember doing all of those lovely movements that you showed us. And I could not get over you. I was like, my goodness, who is she? Where did she come from? And it's rather silly. I should have known where you came from and that you've been around. But I only got to meet you then and hear you then. So let me ask you, what got you into singing? That also bhajans and dhunis and this wonderful spiritual land, this world that you are a beautiful part of.
You know, I feel like I have to mention this auntie, Padma Metani. When I was growing up in Nigeria, the Satyasai temple there was also our Gurdwara. You know, we were a small community, so we had everything in one place. And that's actually where, in that Radha Krishna Mandir, same place where I learned Come Here, My Dear when I was like 7 years old. But what brought me into kirtan and bhajan, like you know, like I was fascinated by music. I would see the janja, you know, like what is the janja in English? Hand cymbals. And I used to be like, oh, I want to play. And then, you know, like some people can be like, oh no, what is a child doing here? And she can't play. But Auntie Padma used to always say, ne, hinake dio. She has good rhythm, you know, like, so I used to play for whoever singers were there. And then came the Shirdi Sai Mandir right below my house in Nigeria, you know. So, and I was leading the satsangs. I was playing keyboard at the time. My dad had bought me a baja from Pune when, gosh, I don't even remember the year, maybe like 86, 87. I was a child. And I realized I could play just on a broken down harmonium next door. Do I need the mic? I don't. So you can hear me, right, guys?
Yes, very nice and clear.
So there was a broken down baja in my neighbor's house, and I used to watch my music teacher in school, and I used to be like, oh, wow, let's see whether I can play this song. And then I was playing the song. And my father had come to Pune at that point for his father's passing. So my mom called my dad and said, oh my God, she can play anything. Just get her the baja. So dad got me a baja, and he brought me back that to Nigeria when I was like, I don't even remember, like 8 or something. I don't remember. And my brother and sister are like, they're like on their bunk beds. And I'm like down there, and they're like, play this song. And I'm playing it. And they're like, play this song. And I'm playing it. They're like, how are you doing this? And I'm like, I don't know. You know, I don't know how I'm doing this. And I'm like trembling. And then, I mean, there was no turning back between Auntie Padma, because I used to love kirtan. And then Uncle Sunil brings the Shirdi Sai Mandir literally below my house. So every Thursday I used to be singing there. And then of course the move to India in 95.
Yes.
And my parents were like, you want to live in India? That's fine, but we're not letting you live anywhere except with Dada. And I was like, whatever, I'll take it. I didn't know Dada at that point. And then of course then started this love story from 1995. And I used to sing, you know. And then Dada, when I was 16, put his shawl around me, cut his cake, and takes this first massive chunk and gives it to me, and I'm still playing. And I'm like, oh no, I can't stop the song. I can't stop the song. And everyone's like, get up, you know. Like, and I'm like, but I'm playing a song.
Oh,
you know? Like, I'm playing for people. I can't abandon them. And yeah, the love story of now 25 years. And that's how
Wow.
I got into kirtan. Nigeria, even though I was out in the middle of nowhere, spirituality beckoned, and
Yes,
kirtan and
yes.
singing.
So what part of Nigeria were you in?
Lagos.
Oh, I was in Kanu when I was I was about 5 years old. For a year, I was in Kanu with my dad.
Really?
Yes, we were
Oh,
neighbors, but I was probably there much before you. I think a little older than you.
yeah,
So,
just a wee bit.
but I tell you, I am so grateful to Auntie. Yeah, teensy little bit. I'm very grateful to Auntie and to everyone else who brought Kirtan to you, let you play your instruments, so that today you can really and take your voice is enchanting, Seema. I think I may sound like a broken record when I say this. There's always been this masti in you. And there's nothing that connects us more to God than that masti because it's pure, it's clean, it's just there. And when you sing, I kid you not, I'm really taken elsewhere. It's a sad thing that I have to come back every time, but I'm just grateful you're there. And may God bless you abundantly and may you continue to sing and just connect us. It's just such a pleasure and an honor to have you today and to hear you whenever we get to hear you.
Seema, before
When Uncle
leaving,
Bhagwan said that Kiran is hosting it, Kiran, I'm like, oh my God, this is so cool. I know Kiran long time.
Yes, I think from way before that, before we came here on this
Yep.
planet.
Ha,
So that's why.
you were saying something, Uncle Bhagwan?
yeah, I want to ask you one thing. What is Dada for you?
Yes, what
God.
is that for you?
He's more like a chameleon because he changed his roles like Bollywood fashion style. He moved from being first my friend, then he became first he was, oh, that's Dada, like that like he's a teacher, he's a nice guy, like, ooh, who is he? I was just curious. Then he became my son. I used to tell him, I used to always nag him. I'm like,
Wow.
are you taking your medication? Are you sleeping on time? No staying up writing. Ha, Ammi. He used to say, ha, Ammi. So I was his Ammi. And then when my father passed away, I told him when I came straight from the hospital to Dada, and he hugged me so tight, like Shakti he gave me, because I was only like 29 and my father died very quickly. And I said, Dada, now I can't be your Ammi. Now you have to be my Dada. Now you have to be my Papa, And he hugged me so
Yes.
tight. Like I was like, dude, he's like really strong. And anyway, so then he became my father. Then he became like a grandpa. Oh no, but somewhere in the middle, he became like Krishna. He was like, come for dinner. Money kind of come tomorrow. And I'm like, okay, then come tomorrow. Come tomorrow. Come tomorrow kare. Every night I was having dinner with Dada. Like he was my date, then he charmed me, So from, like, I don't even know Pune in the evening. Like, I don't know. In the evening, I'm like, I'm supposed to be at Dada's dinner table. I don't understand anything else, So he was like, first my friend, then he was like my teacher, maybe. Then he became my son. Then he became my papa. Then he like wooed me,
Oh.
And then I think towards the end of his physical journey, I think I would say he's my best friend. Like, I could talk to him about anything.
That is true.
Anything. Like, I used to
Seema,
ask him stories about Sindh because I really want to visit Sindh someday. I used to ask him about his childhood. And we used to talk about Sufism because I was intrigued by Sufism.
Yes.
Kiran, you share that intrigue. And he used to talk to me. We used to share books and like read. Like he's my buddy, So
Yes.
does that answer your question, Mr. Bhagwan?
I want to ask you one more question. Now,
Okay.
as everybody says, Dada Halavya, Dada Halavya, do you still feel from your experience, from your whatever you can feel, that Dada tunja gya anyam ahen mana all the time? Of course, I believe Dada's always here. Dada's not gone. Dada's every time, 24 hours. Every time Dada's with me, Dada's here. what do you feel? How do you feel? Dada's now, as you know, people talk. So what do you feel about that, and what do you?
I feel his presence more than ever. But I guess because I lived away in Hong Kong for all these 14 years, I got used to not attaching so much attention, so much importance to the physical presence. But,
Yeah.
I believe that you should live the message rather
Great.
than be attached to the messenger. Be attached to the message. So with like saas saas mein sumiran kare, like I am it with my every thought, every word, may I glorify thee, O Lord. This Dada's words. So I got used to the physical distance, but still feeling his presence. So I empathize with my Pune family, because I remember when I was coming to Pune and he had left his body, I was sad because I missed him in his physical presence. But because I was fortunate to live his knowledge, even though I was away, I could get used to it. We all think we are trapped by this body, but we are not. And Dada had started talking about this when after he turned 90, he kept saying, I am not the body. We are not the
Not the
body.
body.
Yes,
And my
I know.
father
Yes,
had
yeah.
literally just passed at that time. So I went and told him, I said, what are you trying to do? Please don't talk like this because I can't handle it. I can't let you go right now. Are you trying to prepare yourself or us? He just looked at me and said, Seema, both. I'm preparing both.
Okay.
So then I
Wow.
took, but first I said, Dada, please stop it. I can't handle. I don't want to hear that. Why are you keeping on saying you are not the body? Okay, I know, bas, don't say anymore. I need you. And he gave me 10 more years. You understand? So
Yeah.
I'm very grateful to that. But I know that we are beyond the body. I mean, that's Dada's message always,
But I agree with you. But here's my thing. I feel him more powerful, his presence more powerful now.
more than
And
ever.
I know he listens. I mean, it's just a matter of reaching out. And he listens and he responds
I'm sitting here in
instantly.
Chennai Center. I've been on the road for 3 months. I'm sitting
Yeah.
here in Chennai Center with wonderful people singing with me. I'm feeling so grateful, and I know it's
Yes.
all him.
Yes,
I mean, I've got
definitely.
beautiful
Definitely.
musicians I've literally just met,
I
and
know.
I'm the most blessed child in the world, and that's because of him.
I agree. I agree. But see, for me, it's fall now. This is one of the most beautiful seasons you can see in the Northwest, or the
Sure.
Northeast, rather. But I used to send him pictures, and I'm sure by now everyone at the other end would be like, oh my God, there she goes again with all of those yellow and red and orange flowers and trees and blah, blah, blah. But he was always kind enough to respond to every letter, every note I sent. And
Oh.
I miss that. I remember him in 2010 when he was here, and fall had it starts with a few maples turning orange and yellow. And I had taken some flowers to him. He said, why don't we go and see the fall that she sees? Let's go see Kiran's fall.
Oh, wow.
Oh, we hunted the place and we could barely find a tree here or a tree there, but not much to show him. And then he says to me, he says, your description of fall is far better than fall itself. And I was like, that's not fair, Dada. You have to give it a few more weeks and then you will see the glory. And I said to him, I said, Dada, I shared pictures with you. Now that you have the bird's eye view, you don't share with me. That's so unfair. And lo and behold, he shows me sights of the Hudson Valley, which I did not see in 20 plus years that I've lived here. So it's amazing how he responds, but I miss that voice. I miss those words when he says, Kiran, tu ach, tu puchi choti. Oh my God, the way he would say Kiran it's like, okay, life is amazing. So I miss that. I really, really miss that.
If there's one thing I realized after 2018 was with meeting more and more and being in connection with all my Dada family in Panama, in wherever. One thing I realized, and even Bangalore and Chennai, he had the ability to make each one of us feel uniquely special.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like no ghattuvaddu.
No ghattuvaddu. I agree. The first time, yes,
equally special, and everyone has that unique, relationship with him. Like to each of us, we feel, I'm his favorite,
That is
and
so
why
true.
not? No, he gave everyone that feeling.
You know, 2010, when you came to our house to meet Dada after you had sang at the birthday program.
Ah, yes.
And I saw Dada with you, and I'm like, oh, wait a second. I thought he was like that just with me. And
No.
then I realized I was not the only one.
Move over, Tika. I'm here. No, all. Even I thought that. But then he also knows how to bust the ego. Nahi kya?
Oh, he
We
definitely
think
does.
it's only me. Nahi kya?
That's so
So-
true. That is so true.
Good.
Seema, it's been so wonderful chit-chatting with you and hearing your experiences. And again, gratitude to all of them who brought you into this world, your parents and into the spiritual world, and for Dada, for bringing you to us through him. A heartfelt
Gosh.
gratitude.
Kiran,
Huh?
do you know what I've forgotten?
What?
You asked me what got me into kirtan, and I was telling you all
Yes.
this other circumstantial physical plane stuff. My mom used to put me to sleep going Sri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. And I just realized that's what I'm singing next. So whenever you're ready.
Awesome. That is
Good.
wonderful.
Go ahead.
I just wanted to say to our satsangis today that, as you can imagine, there's been a slight change in the program. Didi
Krishn's not here.
Krishna, yes, she's not able to join us today, but I know her blessings are with us, her good wishes are with us. But I do want to take a moment to say something about Didi Krishna also, since we're talking about mothers. There is no task that is too big or too difficult for her. She's got the strength, the courage. She has the wisdom, the enlightenment, the poise, the serenity, the peace, everything that is needed to get anything done. If there was ever a task that I needed to be done and I was not able to find anyone else, she would be the first one I'd go to. And I will know that it will be taken care of. She has taken care of Dada just like a mother has. In all the years I've known her, there has been only one mission, one goal for her, and that is Dada, the service of Dada. And I'm sure since it has been from the day she was born till her last breath, I know that is the only purpose she will have. And I know that because of her, many of us will continue to get closer and closer to Dada. So I bow down to Didi Krishna because she is an embodiment of the Divine Mother in all her forms. Didi Krishna, our pranams to you. And Seema, it's again your turn. So let us sing, swing, or meditate and do whatever. Just make sure that I'm able to come back to this plane again after you're done. Love you.
Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. 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 मर्यादा पुरुषोत्तम नाम श्री राम जय जय राम 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 दशरथ जी की प्यारी नाम श्री राम जय जय राम श्री राम जय Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. 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 Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. बजने बंदी सुबह हो शाम. Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. 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 सीता लक्ष्मण संग में राम. श्री राम जय राम जय जय 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 राम. चरणों में बैठी है हनुमान. श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम. Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Ram ye aata sabke kaam. Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. बिगड़े बनाए ये हर काम. श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम. श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम. जागते सोते लीन नाम. श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम. श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम. श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम. Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. उठते बैठते नींद ही नाम. Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. 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 चलते फिरते नींद ही नाम. Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. मन की मैल को धोए राम. Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. मन में उजाला करता ही राम. Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. राम का लीलो आशीर्वाद. Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. सर को झुकाओ मानव पार. Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. मन में बसाओ राम का नाम. Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. 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 राम का कर लो तुम गुणगान. Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. 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 पूर्ण हो जाए हर एक काम. Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. 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 राम बिना है आराम. Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. 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 राम का नाम है बड़ा महान. Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. जग में अमर है राम का नाम। श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम। 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 श्री राम जय राम। जग में अमर है राम का नाम। श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम। 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 जय जय राम जय जय राम। त्रिभुवन पोषिणी शंकर तोषिणी जनरंजनी जय जय मां। काली कपालिनी जगदोधारिणी निरंजनी नारायणी मां। काली कपालिनी जगदोधारिणी निरंजनी नारायणी मां। दुर्गे नंदिनी आनंद रूपिणी जगदीवती मनमोहिनी जगदुधारिणी निरंजनी नारायणी ओ कार्तिक पालिनी जगदुधारिणी निरंजनी नारायणी देवियो 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 देवियो
And now, Seema, are you going to sing us the Aarti? In the meantime, I would like to take this moment and an opportunity to thank the wonderful musicians at the Chennai Center and everyone there who's facilitated this beautiful program. Music without song and song without music are incomplete. Saaz और आवाज का इतना सुंदर मेल है. So thank you, musicians, for accompanying Seema and bringing us these wonderful bhajans today. And thank you, Chennai Center, everyone there. Thank you. Uncle Bhagwan, we are not able to hear you. There we go. Okay.
मां ॾाढो शुक्रगुज़ार आहियां असांजे चेन्नई सेंटर जो हमेशह असांजो साथ ॾिनो अथनि प्लस जय कुमार इज़ द बेस्ट
Yes.
सभु जेके बानीकार आहिनि मिशन जा ॾाढा सुठा आहिनि तमामु सुठा आहिनि
Yes.
प्लस मां लख शुक्राना करोड़ शुक्राना करियां थो जो तव्हां मंज़ूर करे असांखे होस्ट कयो आहे तव्हांजा लख शुक्राना ऐं सीमा जंहिंखे मां चवंदो आहियां चिलबिली दादाजी मीरा पर ईअं चवण खां पोइ मूं ॾिठो सभई मीराऊं अची वियूं मुंहिंजे ते सूबू न करे छॾी सभु चवंदियूं असीं मीरा आहियूं
न अंकल सीमा मस्तानी आहे छो जो हिन सां गॾु हमेशह मस्ती ईंदी आहे.
Thank you for correcting
So,
me.
no, she is a Meera, but she's the Mastani also.
So she's Mastani Meera.
Mastani Meera. Yes, and there's only one of those.
Plus, मां शुक्रगुज़ार आहियां असांजे सॼे वाशिंगटन DC जे सेंटर्स जा जेके जीअं असांजी रोमा थी गणेश थियो ॿी असांजी गुडी भेण गुडी भाग्या असांजी रेनू मिर्चनाणी सभई ॾाढो साथ ॾींदा आहिनि हमेशह हर कंहिं सत्संग में मां सभिनी शुक्रगुज़ार आहियां ऐं सभिनी जा लख शुक्राना सभिनी खां वधीक शुक्रगुज़ार आहियां असांजे वॾे गुरुदेव जो ऐं दादा जो ऐं असांजी पूजनीय भेण दीदी कृष्णा जो असांजी नूर आहे उहा ऐं उन्हनि जे कृपा सां दया सां अॼु असांजो सत्संग सुठो हलियो आहे ऐं उमेदु आहे त हमेशह सुठो रहंदो ऐं रहिजी ईंदी ऐं सॼी संगत जो मां शुक्रगुज़ार आहियां जो हमेशह अची असांजो साथ ॾियनि था ऐं प्लस मूंखे हिकिड़ी ॿी रिक्वेस्ट करणी आहे प्रदीप जी ज़रा फ्लायर ॾेखारिजो असीं 5 नवंबर वॾे दादा जो जनमदिन मल्हाए रहिया आहियूं तमामु धाम धूम सां हमेशह जॾहिं बि असां वॾा सत्संग कया आहिनि, ग्लोबल सत्संग, सभिनी सेंटर्स अची असांखे जॉइन कयो आहे। मां हिन दफ़े वरी सभिनी खे रिक्वेस्ट कंदुसि, दीदी हूंदी ऐं कृपा करे सभई सेंटर्स जेके बि हुजनि अची असां जॉइन करे हिन सत्संग जो असांखे मौक़ो ॾींदा सुठे नमूने करण जो, ऐं प्लस असां शामिल थी करे हिन सत्संग खे धूमधाम सां मल्हाईंदा। ऐं इन में असांजी भेण काजल ऐं भाउ हरेश वाधवानी उहे ॻाईंदा ॿई। ॾाढा सुठा, सभिनी ॿुधो आहे, हज़ारे दफ़ा ॿुधो आहे उन्हनि खे, ॾाढा सुठा मधुर गीत ॻाईंदा आहिनि। सो कृपा करे सभिनी सेंटर खे मुंहिंजी रिक्वेस्ट आहे, प्लीज़ जॉइन कजो असां सां गॾु, ऐं गॾिजी सॼी असीं दादा जो जनम ॾाढो धाम धूम सां मल्हाईंदासीं। सभिनी जा लख शुक्राना अॼु अचण जा, ऐं हमेशह असां ते आसीसूं दुआऊं कंदा रहियो। थैंक यू। दादा शाह।
दादा शाह।
जय दादा जय हो, 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 चरण कमल में सिर निभाओ, उठत बैठत महिमा गाओ, तू शिव शक्ति तू घनश्याम, तू ही है दिल दिल का धाम। जय दादा जय हो, जय दादा जय हो, जय दादा जय हो, जय दादा जय हो। तू ही पिता तू मेरी माता, तू भगवान आनंद दाता, तू ही पिता तू मेरी माता, तू भगवान आनंद दाता, सत्य स्वरूप तू मेरे स्वामी, तू सर्वज्ञ अंतर्यामी, सत्य स्वरूप मेरे स्वामी, तू सर्वज्ञ अंतर्यामी। जय दादा जय हो, जय दादा जय हो, जय दादा जय हो, ज्ञान और ध्यान तू मेरी युक्ति, तेरे चरणों में मेरी मुक्ति। ज्ञान और ध्यान तू मेरी युक्ति, तेरे चरणों में मेरी मुक्ति। तेरे दर पर मांगे दूर, दासी अंजलि की जय कबूल।
Seema, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, please.
Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram. 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 Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Rama Ram. Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Rama Ram. Rama Ram, Rama Ram, Rama Ram, Rama Ram. Rama Ram, Rama Ram, Rama Ram. Rama Ram, Rama Ram, Rama Ram, Rama Ram. Rama Ram, Rama Ram. Hare Krishna, Hare 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 Ram, Rama Ram. Rama Ram, Rama Ram, Rama Ram, Rama Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, 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 Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Radha Shyam, Jai Dada Shyam. Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Radha Shyam, Jai Dada Shyam.
Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Radha Shyam, Jai Dada Shyam.
Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Radha Shyam, Jai Dada Shyam. Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Radha Shyam, Jai Dada Shyam. Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Radha Shyam, Jai Dada Shyam.
A few years ago, I was in Sri Lanka, Ceylon, and there I was asked to officiate at a sacred thread ceremony. And in my brief talk, which I gave on the occasion, I said anyone can wear the sacred thread, provided he is prepared to take the responsibility of the sacred thread. The wearer of the sacred thread has to live up to 3 vows that he must take. The very first vow is the vow of truthfulness. He must always speak the truth, whatever be the consequences. He must not swerve from the path of truth. Truth, though she take me through the flames. Truth, though she lead me to the scaffold. That is the first vow. You know, the sacred thread consists of 3 threads. They are intertwined together. The very first stands for truthfulness. And the second stands for chastity, purity of thought, word and deed, feeling and emotion. The wearer of the sacred thread has to strive to be pure. I know it is so difficult in the age in which we live. This age is an age of enticements and allurements. It is very difficult to be true to the ideal of purity. But he must strive. He must keep on striving his very best to bear witness to this great ideal of chastity, purity in every thought, in every word, in every action. And the third vow that he must take, the wearer of the sacred thread, the third vow is the vow of compassion. He has to be compassionate to all. Therefore, he must regard all life as sacred. His compassion must flow out to all living things. Every creature that breathes the breath of life comes under the compass of his compassion. Therefore, the wearer of the sacred thread must refrain from eating food of violence, must refrain from eating flesh, fish, fowl, and all food of violence. And then a woman got up at that meeting. She said, suppose I were to take this triple vow, will you give me the sacred thread? I said, I'm ready to do so. Anyone who will take this triple vow is entitled to receive the sacred thread. And a number of women actually got up and they said, we are going to take this triple vow. We want to be invested with the sacred thread. And I had no hesitation in passing on the sacred thread to them, which they wore around their shoulder. But this action of mine was criticized by many conservatives. They said, what is this that he has done? He has given sacred thread to women. But why can't women wear sacred thread? I believe that they are more entitled to wear the sacred thread than men. Knowing them as I do, I think they are more entitled to do it. The woman's soul shall lead us upward on. Those are not my words. Those are the words of the beloved Master, my revered Gurudeva, whose name my lips are not worthy to lisp. Sadhu Vaswani. He said to us again and again that the future belongs to women. He said to us again and again that it is women who are going to build a new civilization, a civilization of simplicity, of sympathy, of service. Man has had his chance. Man has bungled. Man has blundered. Man has built up a civilization which is rooted in wars and violence, in hatred and strife. Period is coming now when this word man will be replaced by woman. Today we think of God more of a father than as a mother. And yet there are so many Indian saints. They always speak of God as the mother, the divine mother. I approach God again and again as Ma, mother, Ammi, and I feel so comforted. As I said, the time is coming when this word man will be replaced by woman. And it is as it should be. Man does not include woman, but the word woman, woman includes man. Female includes male. She includes he. How unfair it is that we, by saying man, we cover the entire humanity. Woman, Sadhu Vaswani said, has the Shakti to rebuild the shattered world in the strength of her intuitions, her purity, her simplicity, her spiritual aspirations, her sympathy, her spirit of silent service and sacrifice. When we come to think of it, from the point of view of the soul, there is no essential difference between man and woman. The soul is one. The soul that is in woman is the very soul that is in man. There is the one universal soul. It is in all of us. So from the point of view of the soul, there is no essential difference between man and woman. And yet, women are endowed with certain qualities which do not come very easily to man. To take one example, the quality of compassion. Women are so compassionate. It comes naturally to them to be compassionate, to be sympathetic. The word for compassion in our ancient language, the Sanskrit language, the word for compassion, as you all know, is daya. And daya is regarded as a feminine word. It is not a masculine word, it's a feminine word. There is no masculine equivalent for it in the entire language. You may search the entire dictionary through. You will not be able to find a masculine word for compassion, for daya. Daya is essentially, compassion is essentially a feminine quality. As I said, it is so natural for women to be compassionate, to be forgiving, to be loving, to be serving. There are so many qualities that are peculiar to woman. This happens on the plane of manifestation. Otherwise, from the point of view of the soul, both man and woman are the same. They have the same universal soul. But on the plane of manifestation, we find that there are so many qualities in women which men lack.
Dada Shyam. Dada always supported and encouraged us women, always stood by us, showing us our true strength. What would we do without you, my sweet Dadal? What would we do without you? Thank you again to all of you for joining us today. To Seema, all the musicians, the Chennai Center, to Uncle Bhagwan, and all the wonderful members of the Sadhu Vaswani Center of Washington, D.C., my heartfelt gratitude. I hope to see all of you again really soon to celebrate yet another occasion. Thank you.
Ganesh is going to sing.
Okay.
प्रभु तेरी ही कृपा से सब काम हो रहा है। प्रभु तेरी ही कृपा से सब काम हो रहा है। करते हो तुम प्रभु जी, मेरा नाम हो रहा है। करते हो तुम प्रभु जी, मेरा नाम हो रहा है। प्रभु तेरी ही कृपा से सब काम हो रहा है। तकलीफ और तंगी में नूरीक तू ही मददगार, उठाए हैं अंजलि के जन्मों के सारे भार। करता नहीं मैं कुछ भी, सब काम हो रहा है। करते हो तुम ओ दादा, मेरा नाम हो रहा है। करते हो तुम ओ दादा, मेरा नाम हो रहा है। दादा आपकी कृपा से
सब
काम हो रहा है। सब काम हो रहा है। सब काम हो रहा है। दादा श्याम।
Once again, thank you सीमा जी, तव्हांजा ॾाढा शुक्राना। हिकु सॾ ते अची असांखे हेॾो मधुर गीत ॿुधायव, पंहिंजा एक्सपीरियंस ॾिनव। थैंक यू करण जी, थैंक यू प्रदीप जेको असांजो टेक्नीशियन आहे, प्लस थैंक यू असांजा चिनाई सेंटर वारा जय कुमार ऐं ॿिया बानीकार, एज़ वेल एज़ उन्हनि जा जेके म्यूज़िशियन आहिनि। मां ॾाढो शुक्रगुज़ार आहियां सभिनी डिवोटीज़ जा जेके जिन जॉइन कयो आहे यूट्यूब एज़ वेल फेसबुक। मां सभिनी ॾाढियूं शुक्र थो महिरबानी मञियां। तव्हांजा लख शुक्राना, करोड़ शुक्राना हिन सत्संग खे सुठे ठाहिण में तव्हां मदद कई। दादा शाह।
दादा श्याम।
दादा श्याम।